Hey guys! Okay, so I've been trying to record this video for so many times now that I don't know. Just going through the first obvious things. Lighting today sucks. This is winter and it's been not one of those good days. Another obvious thing, there's a cat sleeping in there. That's the small one. There's a cat trying to sleep here. This is the old lady. And I'm on the floor and everything looks like a mess behind me. Why is that? See, I literally have a bed on the floor that I'm in. Well, it's not a bed. It's many duvets and blankets. How to quickly explain this? So, my little lady had to go to the veterinary last week because she had some issues. She's reacting to the medication, thinks she's gonna be fine of that problem. She does still have all the other problems. One of those problems being that she has what I think it's called feline dementia, so she gets lost very she just gets lost very easily around the house. She gets confused. She sometimes doesn't know what is happening. It's like her senses sometimes are not connecting to the brain, or at least they are lagging. So this is the room that I work. It doesn't have much more than a couple of bookcases, some storaging, the desk I work. And this is the place that I spend most of my time because I work here. Work on this room. This is part of my house, not a completely different building. Since I spend so much time here, she's used to this room, and so instead of me going to another room of the house where it could be more cozy, I just made a bed on the floor, because if I went to another room she would be very confused and probably would meow a lot. So this is gonna be a thing that you guys gonna see more often. The bed on the floor probably during the winter will be a thing, and I will be having a very chill talk. How about that? Okay, this was long enough for an explanation, and she's trying to sleep again, so let's go to the obvious thing. Victober. I didn't do Victober as well as I wanted to, because I wouldn't feel like reading that much Victorian books for whatever reason, because it's one of my favorite. Now, I know that I read some Victorian some books related with Victorian gardening and Victorian embroidery. I didn't count them to the Victober because I wasn't planning to. I didn't had much information about them, and just it happened. It's on my workbooks, but I'm not gonna count them for Victober. I had two books, The Gothic Tales from Elizabeth Gaskell and The Wuthering Heights from Emily Bronte, that I did say that I was gonna read for Victober. I read them both. If you guys saw my work pops, you guys know that I like The Gothic Tales from Elizabeth Gaskell. I think I gave it 4 stars, but I don't exactly know how to discuss much about it. I have to get myself better informed on how to review or comment about short story collections. I did enjoy them. I enjoyed most the story about the witch. It was the big one, and I think it made me. I think I will like her longer books better, her longer stories, her novels, rather than the short stories. I do enjoy them really much. They are pretty good. Nothing against them, but I do think I liked so much more the witch story that was about Salem witches. That I think I will like longer books better, though it was about witches and Salem, so that's a little bit biased on me, but still there's that. Then there's Wuthering Heights. I have so many feelings because I finished it today. I have so many feelings about it that I don't even know. Because, okay, I give it 3 stars. Let's start with that. I gave it 3 stars, and most of that was because of the writing, because Emily Bronte writes beautifully. With that said, the story. I didn't like much the story. I think I like it till the middle part. Till Cathy died. This is not a spoil, like me. Everyone knows that Cathy died. Do not fall asleep with me. No, quite that. Okay. This is not a spoil, but first part of the book, I did enjoy myself. I don't think you can like any character of there. I don't think that's the intention either. I don't think that it's intentional. Its intention is not being a romance. It's a drama. It's a study of characters, maybe. Not romance, at least. It's literature. I did like the first half. Why did I like it? It made sense. It made sense how things progressed till that. Though I gotta be honest, I really did not like Cathy's character. I think it's every character. I kind of dislike almost everyone, but the one that I dislike the most is Cathy. I was like reading and listening to it and being like, when does she die? Why is she not dead yet? Please, just let her die. She took way too long to die. It sounds so bad, but it is. Then the second part, it was just a little bit all over. I think I do like. I can see why people like it, and I can see, like I said, it's beautifully written because it's Emily Bronte and she writes beautifully. Or you guys know what I mean. I'm missing the words, but you got my point. It probably it wasn't for me. Yeah, probably that's the thing. Probably it just wasn't for me. It was a little bit of a surprise because I was really expecting to like it. I know that she's completely different person and writer from her sisters, but I do love Jane Eyre. It's like up there on my list of favorite books. From Anne, I think I only read Agnes Grey. People usually think it's a bit boring, and I know it's not the most enticing of the books, let's say it like that. It's a little bit slow paced and all of that, but I enjoyed it. It was actually a nice cozy read, let's call it like that. I could see the beauty of it very easily. And then there was Wuthering Heights. I think I do have to reread it and take it a little bit slower because I did rushed a little bit to finish it during October. I do want to take my time with it next year. Probably gonna reread it next year. Don't know exactly when. Maybe even for Victober again. Who knows? Yeah, I do want to reread it to consolidate my thoughts on it because at the moment I'm just which if knowing the Bronte sisters, it makes a lot of sense that Emily would be the one that would put my head like like so many feelings. I have so many feelings, and that does make sense for Emily. In a way, this was exactly what I was expecting for Emily to do to me as a reader. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly where I stand. I'm gonna keep my rating as it is. I do gonna reread it. I do. I probably gonna. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna do a reread and probably do a more spoilery video of it for a better discussion, because I don't think I will be able, even after reread, I won't be able to discuss it without spoilers. I mean, it is a very old book, but everyone needs a chance to have read it without knowing much about it. I knew quite a lot, but I didn't know a lot, even though I didn't know like the main plot of it, but not the little things on it. Anyway, this was a very confused and strange Victober for me. I do expect that next year things go a little bit better, and I plan it a little bit better. Non-fiction, I already have everything planned for the month, so it's a completely different feeling for the beginning of it that when I had for the beginning of Victober of this year. Because the beginning of Victober of this year, I had no idea what I'm gonna do. I picked 2 books and I was just like, let's go with it. And I have many more things planned from non-fiction compared with a little bit strange, because I do think that I have read more Victorian books than non-fiction books, because I'm still a little bit green on non-fiction, but at the same time I'm not that. It's strange. It's just strange. I'm just so way too conflicted. I do need to go back to my reading. So yeah, it is about it. This is a mess of a video, but it's what we have here. So yeah, I'm gonna say bye bye. Bye guys.